Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Brandon Scoop B. Robinson, senior writer at Heavy.com and the host of the Scoop B Radio Podcast. You know, I got to check out my guy, Austin D, because he's making it happen on Austin D Radio.
Thanks for the intro, Scoop. You guys are tuned in to another episode of Austin D Radio, and this episode will be recapping Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Is there reason for concern for the purple and gold going into Game 6? And the former Dallas Cowboys wide receiver makes a bold prediction about Damian Lillard. But before we get started, I want to thank all my listeners out there because Austin D Radio is nothing without you guys. To kick it off, you guys can find her on her weekly podcast called Beyond the Play every week with Brendan Miles, as it covers all things across the world of sports, which can be found on all streaming platforms. The one and only Miss Alexis Hamilton joins me in the building. What's up, girl?
Hey, what's good? Thank you for having me.
No problem. It's nice to have you on here too. Also joining me on this week's podcast episode, it goes without saying he's the biggest Lakers fan I know and is a close friend of mine. And you could say he's quite feeling the heat just like I am going into Game 6. Anyways, you guys can find him on Instagram at TheRealJalen Garrett. The one and only Mr. Jalen Garrett joins me in the studio. What's up, man?
Appreciate it. It's the Jalen Garrett.
The Jalen Garrett. I didn't say the. I didn't say the part. I didn't say that first part.
No. You said the real. I am real. I appreciate it.
D. My bad, Playboy. My bad. Anyway, last but not least, you guys can find this podcast titled Take a Chance Podcast on all streaming platforms and follow him on social media at blessed_VJ. The one and only Mr. Vladimir Cadet joins me in the studio. What's up, man?
What's going on, man? How y'all doing, man? It's good to be here with another podcast episode with you. Jalen, what's going on, my brother Alexis? Always good vibes with you. Always good vibes.
Lad. Also, Austin, I have an issue already.
What's up?
I don't think you said my social.
My bad. I'm sorry. You guys can find Alexis at Produced by Lex on Instagram. You good?
Thank you.
All
Appreciate it.
No problem. But anyway, going into Game 6, we're gonna go ahead and recap Game 5. So in Game 5, the man, the myth, Jimmy Butler put up a tremendous performance the other night. I'm talking, this dude put on a virtuoso as this man dropped in 35 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists as the Miami Heat now close the series gap to 3-2, with the Lakers possibly having a chance to clinch tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with one of the biggest Jimmy Butler fans in this chat right now, Lexus.
Listen,
what got into Jimmy in Game 5?
Listen, Jimmy is a dog. And I say this time and time again, this man does not care about these individual accolades. He don't care about scoring 30 plus points a game. He don't care about all of that. He just does what he needs to do to win. And some people appreciate it, some people don't. And I think that he's finally found his family, his home, where people understand, like, this man just wants to win. And you see it apparent. Like, everybody gave up on us. Game 5, they got the trophy out. ESPN was promoting, LeBron's legacy, this and blah, 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 all this. They had the Mamba jersey. There was no way we could beat them. And look what happened. This man played 47 minutes out of 48 regulated game.
No. It's the thing for me with this, right? It's like, I don't understand how we losing the Mamba jerseys, man. Like that's the part that really gets me, man. It's like, we supposed to be undefeated in those. And with all due credit to Jay Crowder on the Miami Heat, he basically said, he heard all the talk and all the hoopla how the Lakers were undefeated, and he said he used that team used the Lakers Mamba jersey as motivation, to go out there and give fuel, in a win or go home type game. So, I mean, but this whole thing, I don't agree with this officiating what happened in this game. Like, going to the last 2-minute reports first, let's just not say, like, the refs missed a 3-second violation call on Andre Iguodala late in the game, and then you're telling me Jimmy Butler is getting more free throws in this series than LeBron James? Really?
Crazy.
Really? I don't understand that.
That's wild though.
but Jalen, what was your thoughts on a 3-point loss? What was your thoughts on Game 5?
Man, it was very heartbreaking. I'll just start with that.
Heartbreaking.
You know what it is? Like, we had the momentum. We had the momentum. Jimmy doing his thing, right? We still don't have an answer for him. triple-double, 47 minutes. That's crazy. But it just came down to those final 2 minutes. We just gotta finish. We just didn't finish. Again, I had a problem with the refs in this game.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You said you got a problem with the refs. Did we wait? You got a problem with the refs?
Yes.
You got a problem with
this whole series has been problems with them. But this game, it really stood out, not only with our play, but the refs just made it terrible, made it way worse. They missing calls on LeBron. Like, you telling me that Jimmy getting these same calls, LeBron need to be getting these calls. That's all I'm saying.
So we're just gonna ignore the apparent Jay Crowder getting elbowed in the throat by AD.
He got first of all, he got slapped in the face. 2, Jay Crowder deserved
no,
that.
No.
Hold on, you saw what Jay Crowder did to LeBron in game 1. He basically tried to get physical and rough house with him. I don't want to hear that, Lex.
Austin.
Yes.
If I go push Vlad down or whatever one day and the next day you come up to me and just randomly push me down, is that a reason for you to push me down because I pushed Vlad down the other day?
Hold up,
like,
first.
It's a whole different day, and that ain't got nothing to do with you.
First of all, I want to condone to my listeners. I do not put my hands on women, but Lex, but Lex, in that moment, that would be an eye for eye. But Lex, no, just to your point, right? Let's go through the last 2 minute report according to Dave McMenamin's Twitter account and what the NBA released. So with 58.2 seconds left to 46.7 seconds left, there was a shooting foul. Jimmy Butler went to the free throw line because he got fouled by Markieff Morris, made those 2 free throws. And then let's go to 23.2 seconds where AD went up vertical late in the game with 23.2 seconds left, and the foul was called on AD, which all of us in this chat know. Verticality is a rule. The defender gets verticality when the shooter and the defender leaves the air. That was a clean call. They just sending Jimmy to the line. You saw how exhausted he was. And I'll admit, Jimmy is a dog. But come on, Lex, you cannot call these fouls down the stretch and not give LeBron these same calls. Like I said, they missed a defensive 3-second call with 28 seconds left. And lastly, they called a foul on on LeBron James on Jimmy Butler. And guess what? Jimmy got sent to the line once again. So I guess anytime Jimmy goes to the cup, blow the whistle, right? It's always a foul. But let
cry me a river.
Let it be LeBron. He get wet. He don't get the call. Lex, I just want to know. I just want to understand the free throw disparity. As Jimmy's getting the calls, but LeBron's not. I just want to know, really.
It's gotta be.
Goodness.
And we acting like it's not the finals. In finals play, the refs need to take hold on, let them play basketball. At the same token, if you're gonna call it, at least call it both ways. That's my only gripe with that. At the end of the day, we got to play better. I'm not making no excuses, but the refs make me not want to watch the game.
I just think that honestly, in that regard, I think it goes both ways, honestly, because there's a lot of calls. I tell Vlad and Austin this all the time. There's a lot of calls that happen with Miami that are not. There's a lot of fouls that are not called, and it isn't fair because it's like it's apparent. Like,
yeah,
okay, like this is ridiculous. And I can say the same thing for the Lakers, but let's be real. Like,
no, that's facts. That's facts. I feel like they're just doing some bad reffing. Like, I'm not even at a place where it's like, okay, they're getting all the calls. I agree with you. Like, some of the calls that we get shouldn't even be calls. I'm like, how did you miss this call, but you calling that? Like,
right.
Mm-hmm.
It's just bad. Honestly.
Black, go ahead and say your piece, man. I know you've been kind of quiet, man. What was your takeaways from Game 5?
First off, let me say that last 2 minute thing report, that thing is crap. Because I don't know. It's no. Like, I'm just speaking in general. Because I don't want to read a last minute 2 report when you should have called it right there in the game. So that thing is just a load of crap. I don't got time to be reading that. You should have called it right then and there, and then you got time to say, I'm sorry, it's my fault. Whatever, scratch that.
But let me say this, right? So any other time I would agree with you, except for this NBA Finals, right? Like any other time you would say, the last 2 minute report is kind of a bailout for the rest if they missed the call like late in the game. But like I said, I agree with you, but this is the finals. But go ahead and finish your point.
Yeah, that's true. But honestly, like, okay, so basically for the rest of my point, like, from games 1 to 4, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if we did win, I think was it like game 3 or something like that.
Yeah.
LA controlled from games 1 to 4. Game 5, that was a real finals game. That game could have went either way, to be honest, because Braun was hot, Jimmy was hot. Outside of Jimmy, Duncan was lighting it up from 3-point range. That game could have went either way, to be honest. Like, you feel me? I wasn't even mad at the fact that the Lakers lost, to be honest. Like, I didn't really care because it was such an exciting game to watch. And like Alexis had them pointing out, Jimmy played 40. He only rested for 48 seconds. And like, he's never been like in this stage before in his career. Like, he's always been like that since he was in Chicago, then went to Minnesota. And he's over here in Philly. Now he's over here with us. Like, Jimmy always had that dog in him, you know, but you know, that game right there, like, I just don't like the fact that, like, whatever like happens, like, you just find some way to tie it to LeBron. Because I feel like, in my opinion, the man did everything that he could. I don't know what more y'all want LeBron to do. The man had 40 points. I don't know what, like, I don't understand. Like, Jalen, help me out here, because you know you're a Lakers fan. So you help me understand this, man. I don't get it.
No. I don't get it either. This performance from LeBron is what we've kind of been wanting in the finals, right? Like, he's
exactly
every year he does this. Every year he's in the playoff, he does this. He has 1 or 2 games where he's like, okay, let me go off. So this was one of those games. I mean, 6 for 8 from the three. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not LeBron regular. You know, he's going off. Like, so the hate, I'm not even worried about that. The like, problem is, I'm more worried about role players and what they're doing. KCP had a great game. I feel like, man,
16 points. You should have given it to KCP to shoot that 3, because it don't make no sense.
KCP. I don't know what Markieff Morris was doing. Markieff Morris made me not want to watch this game, yo.
I think he wanted to get the AD in the post, man. But for Danny Green to be a 45% 3-point shooter like last year, and then like you're like barely touching 30 this year, like,
and for you to get paid $15 million,
exactly, like, dude, you need to. You're literally, like, I would say, like, basically the best 3-point shooter like on that team.
Whoa. That's cap. The way KCP been rolling this year, you right, but I'd have gave that past. If I was
I'm talking about previous years. I'm talking like previous.
Yeah, like you're literally a 3-point shooter. Like, specialist.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey, hold up, but Vlad, like,
indeed.
But like, for me, like, this, like, Dan, I think this falls on a lot of like Laker fans too, or whatever team Danny Green goes to, right? A lot of us expect for Danny Green, you know, to kind of put on that replica performance that he had in the 2013 NBA Finals, where he broke Ray Allen's 3-point record in the final series. And so I think that's a problem, you know. At least all Laker fans going with Danny Green right now.
Usually you get better in time as a shooter.
That's what I'm saying. It's not that, but like, you know, like Alexis just said, like, that's his thing though. Like, you're a 3-point specialist. You feel me? Like, that's what you do. That's what I'm paying you $15 million to do.
Like, you look at that finals, or you look around that time era. You look at Ray Allen. Was Ray Allen breaking 3 points like that?
No.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
If you give it to Ray Allen, that shot's going in, and you know it too. Off rip, that shot's going in. So Danny needs to hit them shots, man. You wide open at the top of the key, and you miss it.
Yeah.
All right, so
that's where the ghost was on him.
All right, so let me ask you guys this. So, first of all, I don't want to condone anybody, you know, sending death threats to anybody, whether it's a, you know, basketball game or whatnot, right? So, like, first off, like I know it's the NBA Finals, you know, blood pressures are high, you know, anxiety is high, but come on, it's a finals game, right? You know,
for sure.
But you know, that's out of the question. But no, because a lot of people were debating this on Twitter, right? Did LeBron make the right play down the stretch, giving it up to Danny Green? Because they packed the paint on that final possession for the Lakers. So did LeBron make the right play at the end?
What were we expecting him to do? Like, at the end of the day, like, he did what he had to do. Like, you're in this time crunch, and you got what, 3-4 guys on you, because they know that you probably gonna try to shoot
it
to win the game. So you pass it to someone you see is wide open, and you expect him to shoot. That's not his fault. But I think more so the blame goes on Morris, because it's like, you literally threw the ball away.
And LeBron was wide open on the other wing, which I don't understand.
Listen.
Like I said, I mean, either way you look at it, if he would have shot that shot and it got blocked, why did he take the shot? He passes the ball, misses the shot. Why did he pass the ball? It's like he can't win. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, like Jalen just said, like, what more can the man do? Like, what more do you expect from him? Because like that, I ain't gonna lie, that game, like it took me back to the 2018 finals when he had 51, 8-8.
And
JR made the stupid mistake, and you wasted a great performance.
Bro,
you wasted literally a great performance. So,
bro, and you know what's funny, Vlad? Like, if the Cavaliers would have went on to win that game one, I'd have probably said that game would have probably been better than LeBron's game 6 in 2012 against Boston.
And I would agree with you on that one too. I would agree with you on that.
So you know, switching over to the Miami Heat, right? They're down 3-2 in the series. Like Lex said, Jimmy Butler basically played the entirety of the game. Didn't even get a minute off, you know, for being technical. But with Jimmy Butler putting up averages of 29 points a game, 8.6 assists, 8.6 rebounds, 10.2 assists, and 2.6 blocks, 2.6 steals a game. Can Jimmy Butler keep up this same energy? And can the Miami Heat force it game 7?
Listen, the NBA needs money. They might as well give us 7 games.
Oh, so now we saying the NBA is rigged too, huh, Alexis? Okay.
Listen,
we all know.
I was about to say, listen,
all sports are rigged. We all at that age where we know sports is rigged, bro. We not letting kids know.
You just know, you'll watch the game and you'll know when Adam Silver makes that call.
Exactly. We know, man. We all old enough now. We know.
Listen, what was everybody saying before this series started? Everybody was like, oh, okay, LeBron, they got it. Especially after the first 2 games.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they got it. People don't care anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is something to that, you know what I mean, in terms of the NBA being rigged, these refs being trash. That's all I'm going to say on that. That's all.
Don't get fined, Jalen. Don't get fined.
But no, man, can Jimmy keep up the performance? For sure, definitely. I mean, Jimmy's our star player, but it depends more on the role players, though.
I'm just concerned with Goran. You said Goran was listed to play.
Active. He was listed as active with the possibility to play.
But I don't I can't say that I'm happy because again, I'd rather him not play, rest up, you know, exactly. Than to make an injury even worse. And
don't risk it.
I'll tell you why I'm worried though. Because with y'all saw ID kind of take a hit, his heel re-aggravated. So with that injury, because let's be honest, he's not 100% after just injury.
Yeah, right. That's true.
So with that injury, he's not going to be as aggressive as we need him to be, which he was last game. Last game, he had a pretty good game.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to need LeBron to be good. But I'm going to tell you why I'm worried about the Heat. You mentioned Jimmy Butler. Of course, I think he's going to keep up his performance. Every team he's been on, he's kind of elevated. Obviously, he's had some issues with his teammates because of his aggressiveness.
The third stringers.
Yeah. So, but now look at his team though. His team is a bunch of dogs. Jay Crowder, even Iggy off the bench. You got these are dogs. Even Tyler Hero. You got Bam. Like these are people that are thirsty, hungry, like everything. Like they want this. So with that, you pair that with Jimmy Butler. He's already proven it. He won 2 games against LeBron, going crazy.
Exactly.
That's why I'm worried. But I mean, at the end of the day, we do still have AD. I just don't know. I question his health.
I think the one thing with y'all that I notice is that you see in one game where we win, you guys take note of like who's like the key role player, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then the next game, like you dog that person and you forget about the other people on our team.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's like one thing we have an advantage over, because like Duncan was like, there was a lot of times when Duncan was wide open, like he was just free rolling.
Hey, hold up. First of all, Lex, going to Duncan, no, because I got a couple points to make, right? So one, shout out to my man, the bald ego, Alex Caruso. White man can't jump. He is starting tonight. That's one. Two, I'm gonna need Kyle Kuzma. I swear to God, if you go for one more pump fake, bro, I swear
Please
to
go for
God,
it,
bro,
please, please go for it more.
How do you keep falling? Like, bro, you know what Duncan Robinson's gonna do, right? Like, Jalen, it's one thing, to get beat off an all ball screen, right? Duncan finds his way open. That's what he does. But for you to go for the pump fake and give him a 4-point play, I don't understand that. Like, it's one thing to get beat, but to give up the 4-point play, and that wasn't even the funny part. Duncan Robinson literally he mouthed it on live, like it was announced after, but he basically said he said that's an effing foul. And then Cool's gonna jump up in there like, what?
Yeah,
I didn't do anything.
Exactly,
I'm like, bro,
you got the audacity to do that.
to throw a temper tantrum. And that was like during this final, that's the one thing that I've always been upset about is like they don't call fouls on Duncan. Like they will literally not call that.
Yeah, sometimes he flops now.
Sometimes he does flop, but a lot of the times you'll see that they make contact.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. You're right.
And
I won't deny that.
And another thing, Lex talks about role players stepping up. What I really want to see also, I want to see, like, at least from the Miami Heat perspective, I want to see, one, can Kendrick Nunn keep up that same consistency coming off the bench? Because last game he did have a pep in his step. Two, can Duncan Robinson continue to shoot the lights out, because I believe he had 23 points last game, and so
like 26, 27, something like that.
Right.
But I think also, again, you guys are gonna focus on these people that have been role players, and then you have someone that you're like Tyler Hero, he hasn't really been doing anything this finals, and he's gonna start turning up.
Well, Lex, that's the thing about basketball. You gonna have to give up something, Lex. You're gonna have to give up something.
Nah, we shouldn't. We in the finals. We supposed to be
Period.
locked in. My thing is we good, but it's like our role players just shaky, man.
It's the role players that's hurting. That's why I said that the Heat have nothing to lose if you think about it. The pressure is literally all on the Lakers. The Heat literally have nothing to lose.
Hey, Jalen.
Honestly,
that's why we should be winning.
That's why me and Austin got into this argument where I told him, I said, I'd be unimpressed if they beat us because look at our team. But then again, I'd be disappointed if y'all lose because it's like, look at y'all's team.
Kind of a lose-lose.
Hey, Jalen, hold up. Jalen, I got a couple more points to make too. Right. Yeah. One, I don't know if you saw my IG live, but Lex and Vlad, at least Lex can. She could tell you I was really irate.
No, I was on there. And Alexis was giving it to you, boy. I ain't giving much for. She had me in tears, bro.
I was on there briefly. In the beginning.
Yes, so I was pretty much irate over that. Also, Jalen, just to play devil's advocate a little bit before going into this finals, going like I said, from the devil's advocate standpoint, you talk about the other stepping up, we can't rely solely on the third option. But Jalen, we already knew this going into the finals, so I could see where some of the Laker haters will be like, well, didn't you guys just say didn't you guys already know this? Like AD and LeBron were already your top dogs, and you already had trouble finding a third consistent option. To contribute to the big two.
I have a question.
What's up?
So, what injury do you think AD is going to have tonight?
You know what, Lex? I got a better question. When are Miami Heat fans going when are they going to stop dubbing this Miami Heat team as the underdog Cinderella story? Because I'm tired of that. Y'all got to the NBA finals, y'all won 2 games.
Vlad,
ain't no more underdog, bro. I don't want to hear that no more. I don't want to hear that. Y'all are a good team. Jalen, the reason I say that is because they trying to discredit our championship. Oh, we were going to be unimpressed. You guys were expected to win. But they saying that from an underdog role, you're supposed to beat us, and then y'all won a couple games in the final. So I don't understand, bro. Y'all not gonna be, y'all wasn't impressed with what LeBron did in the East. Y'all not impressed with what LeBron did in the West. I don't understand.
Did he do it in the West?
Well, he's about to. We closing it out tonight, Jalen. We closing it out tonight.
It was
Game 6. Lakers in 6.
It was supposed to be 4 and out. I'm scared.
Listen, Austin, what's your position? Because you got to be on LeBron's payroll.
Man.
I'm one of his horsemen. He has the 4 horsemen. I'm on there with Bron, Randy, Rich, Mav, and you got Austin. Mm-hmm.
Well,
maybe put Shannon Sharp on there too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like I said, anyhow, Austin, if this goes to a 7, I already know you and Jalen, y'all gonna be gone for the night, bro. Because anyhow this goes to a 7, y'all in some trouble, bro. That's all I have to say. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I do expect the Lakers to win, but I just know Miami's gonna fight. We're not gonna go down like that. I know that's off rip. But
yeah, please don't make any
like,
more
no,
Paul Pierce
no.
predictions.
I would never disrespect my team like that. We gonna fight, but anyhow, if we force a game 7, bro, whether y'all win game 7 or not, bro, that's it's gonna be game 7 gonna be wild. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be a long night for you and Jalen, man. It's gonna be a long night, so y'all better close it out tonight. But now,
you know, one of the funniest things Lex told me on the live the other day, she was like, I'm like, because I keep bothering her. I'm like, so when you gonna hop on the Lakers parade when when we win the chip over y'all? She was like, I'd rather listen to Kendrick Perkins and eat Popeye's dry biscuit without a drink than go on the bandwagon. I'm like,
I'd rather eat it. No, not even Kendrick Perkins. I'd rather listen to Paul Pierce and eat a jean jacket.
Ooh. Paul Pierce gave me nothing but heart attacks, bro. And I'm only 23 years old.
That man said it's gonna be a blowout.
Listen, I don't even listen to dude. I can't.
I need him to keep making predictions though, because every prediction he made is wrong. So.
I think he's done for now.
That man gets so much deserved hate, and it's funny.
Anyway, man, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up soon. But before we leave out, according to former Dallas Cowboys wide receiver Dez Bryant, he made a bold prediction on his Twitter account that he can see Damian Lillard going to the Miami Heat sometime soon. So real quick, one by one, facts or foolishness?
Foolishness.
BS.
You got it.
Why would we? No, we don't need him. To be honest, we're going for Giannis. That's it.
We really don't need it. Even though don't discredit Dame now, he's a great point guard, but he ain't coming cheap. He just signed a max deal. Like, we have to give up some pieces in order to. I wouldn't do it. No, I wouldn't. No,
it's not worth it. First of all, he don't need us, and we don't need him.
Simple like that. That's just what it is, bro.
Ooh.
You feel me? It's no disrespect. It's no disrespect, but no, man, we good, bro. We good.
Hey, what my boy Drake said? My team good. We don't really need a mascot.
I'm about to say, look at his team.
Don't disrespect him. Don't disrespect him like that.
No, man.
Listen, JJ Redick will come here before Dame does.
What are you, JJ?
He'll come on. I'll take him on a cheaper contract. Like I said, Dame is not coming cheap, and you will have to literally give up some pieces in order to get Dame over here. Would I be happy? Yeah, because Dame is one of my favorite point guards, but. No, man, like, you just have to give us some key pieces, man. Like, no, I'm good. Like Alexis said, maybe if we could get Giannis, maybe, or I'll even take a Bradley Beal over here in Miami, to be honest, if I'm keeping it point blank serious. I'll take a Bradley Beal and pair him up with Jimmy Butler. That's fine with me. But
even Miles Turner.
I don't know about Miles now.
Don't.
I don't know about Miles now. No.
Also, so, like I say, game 6 coming on tonight. Jalen, I know you got the Lakers. I'm going with the Lakers to close it out.
What none of y'all say? He in 7.
Vlad, you feeling the same way?
Man, I'm gonna just keep it a buck, bro. Like I said, I expect the Lakers to close it out tonight, but Miami will not go down without a fight. It's gonna come down like the same way we seen Game 5. The same way. No, I'm just.
Yeah, I don't want to hear all that. Man.
No. Listen. The same way that you seen Game 5. The same way that you seen Game 5 is the same way Game 6 will be. It will be a dog fight, but I expect the Lakers to win it.
Hey, I expect. What's the over under? Over under.
I ain't even finna give you that, to be honest, bro.
I got Lakers by 6.5.
I don't do that point stuff. I just know it's gonna be a dog fight, bro. Because I'll leave that for you, Alexis and Jalen, but it's gonna be a dog fight. That's all I know.
I can't even give you no over under because honestly, I don't know. We might win by 1.
I don't know.
You feeling lucky, Jalen?
It depends on who gets the most stops, who has the best defense, and who doesn't turn the ball over.
Also depends on how your award-winning actor is feeling.
Wow.
Nah, hold on. If the refs were doing their job, we wouldn't have no action. So I don't want to hear
So
nothing.
you agree with me? You agree with me? There's action in there, right?
Oh, he was acting on the Heat. He's been acting.
AD is a. Oh, he give that
Oh,
man
you
an
said AD,
Oscar.
not even saying Braun.
No, I'm not talking about LeBron. I'm talking about AD.
Oh wow.
I got a quick question for Jalen.
What's
So,
up?
Jalen, who are you looking for as basically the deciding X factor for this game 6? For y'all, in order for y'all to close it out.
The dude that makes all the plays in crunch time. I'm talking about. Hear me out, Rondo.
Oh,
I still there's still part of me that feels like he's trying to sabotage y'all, but that is what it is.
Nah. Every time Rondo gets on the court, you see the passion, you see the heart, you see the IQ.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all lucky he won a ring because I know he would sabotage y'all just because Bron's on the team.
Lex,
I'm telling you,
we ain't trying to hear that energy, but
I
that's what I'm looking for. Rondo though. Rondo's gonna make the plays. He's gonna make the right plays. Obviously, our role players have to, do what they got to do. KCP, he gonna do what he's been doing. Playing with heart, playing defense, making shots. That's all we need.
How many threes do you think JD Green's gonna miss tonight?
Let's not even talk about it.
Hey. That man's on suicide watch right now. He knows if Snoop Dogg calls you out, you better get on your stuff, boy. That's all I'm gonna say.
This is what's gonna happen. Danny Green is gonna take one shot. If he misses it, he's not shooting again. I'm telling you, he's not shooting again. If he misses that.
Oh boy.
But either way, shooter's gonna shoot.
Hey, I'm gonna make a bold prediction. Danny Green's gonna make 5 threes tonight. But anyway, man, the game's finna come on. I do want to thank you guys for hopping on the podcast once again. Again, you guys can find Alexis on Instagram at Produced by Lex. You guys can also follow our podcast with Brendan Miles at Beyond the Play. That is also the name on Instagram. Also, I want to thank my man Jalen Garrett for hopping on. You guys can find him on Instagram at the Jalen Garrett. Don't put the real in there, otherwise you'll find somebody else that you're not looking for. Also, I want to thank my man Blessed_VJ for joining me, man. Again, thank you guys. And go Lakers. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Austin D here, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of Austin D Radio. If you'd like to catch up on any of the previous episodes, you guys can find the podcast on your Apple Podcast, Spotify, and iHeartRadio apps. All you have to do is type in Austin D Radio. Also, if you want to stay up to date on topics for upcoming episodes, you guys can follow me on Instagram at _I am Austin D. And remember, Austin D Radio is home of all trending NBA news.